You need to correct a mistake, pitch a high-stakes idea, or navigate a difficult conversation, and the dread sets in. One wrong word could spark an argument or damage the relationship. Dale Carnegie, a traveling salesman, approached these interactions as a precise, repeatable skill, rather than a matter of chance. His framework was compiled into a blueprint that has sold over 15 million copies since 1936. Before we begin, identify a specific person you need to talk to and a concrete goal you want to achieve. Keep them in mind as we build the script. By the end of this video, you will possess a 4-step script designed to gain agreement and change behavior without triggering defensiveness. Step 1 is establishing a positive baseline for the interaction. To do this, remove complaints, condemnations, and criticisms from your opening. If you lead by pointing out a flaw, the other person instinctively prepares to defend themselves. Instead, begin with one specific, honest compliment. Find a genuine success they've achieved and acknowledge it immediately. This functions like a dentist administering a painkiller before drilling. The patient still undergoes the procedure, but the initial shock is numbed. Starting with genuine appreciation lowers the target's guard, making them more receptive to the difficult parts of the conversation that follow. Step 2 involves building rapport through active engagement. You trigger this connection by offering a warm smile and utilizing the person's name early in the dialogue. To any person, their name is the most important sound in any language. Note that a constant or forced smile often has the opposite effect. People detect inauthenticity quickly, and a fake expression can create distance rather than closeness. The third trigger is to ask questions about their specific interests. Let them dominate the speaking time. Most people are naturally inclined to discuss their own experiences. The Prince of Wales demonstrated the power of entering someone else's world during his historical tour of South America. The prince spent months learning Spanish for the sole purpose of delivering his speeches to the citizens in their native tongue. Investing energy into understanding another person's interests serves as tangible proof of respect, making it easier to secure their focus and cooperation. Step 3 is the phase where you align the other person with your perspective. Statistics suggest that 90% of arguments end with both parties more convinced of their original positions than when they started. To avoid this entrenchment, structure your pitch as a yes game. Design a sequence of questions where the counterpart has no logical choice but to answer yes. Once they agree to several small premises, they are more likely to agree to the larger conclusion. If you make a factual error during the pitch, admit it immediately. Owning your mistakes is a direct way to maintain trust and credibility. By guiding them through sequential questions, you lead them to a final conclusion they feel they reached on their own. Step 4 is the pivot, where you ask for the behavioral change or deliver feedback. The primary rule of the pivot is to avoid giving direct orders. Commands often breed resentment and resistance. Instead of a mandate, frame the solution as a collaborative fix. Ask for their input on the best way to handle the situation. Before pointing out the other person's flaw, briefly mention a similar mistake you have made in the past. This makes the correction feel less like an attack. Framing corrections as questions allows the other person to save face, turning a potential conflict into a shared project. This approach protects their self-esteem and converts potential resentment into a mutual desire to improve the outcome. Your 4-step script is complete. Set the baseline, build rapport, secure agreement through questions, and pivot collaboratively. You have now replaced the instinct to argue with a system for structured collaboration. Start with a low-stakes exercise today. Practice the first 2 steps: smiling, using names, and asking about interests on a local barista. Pay attention to their reaction. Once you see the positive micro-responses from this simple test, use the full script for your high-stakes target. Influence relies on human understanding and strategic empathy. If you found this breakdown valuable, like the video and subscribe for more.